Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with Rainbow Crush for September and also Scraptember Day 10. Our prompt for today is stickers, and the color for Rainbow Crush is our favorite color combination. And I have a lot of favorite color combinations, but this one worked perfectly for the stickers that I had and some pictures that I have. So we are going with like a purple, teal, pink blend. These are pictures of my son and my grandson watching Scooby-Doo together. And I have these Dandelion Scooby-Doo stickers, which is what I base the shading off of. I've got some papers from Chamel. I've got some stickers and embellishments from Chamel. I've got my inks, my pictures, and an idea. So let's see how this goes. So I start with worn lipstick, and I'm just going to kind of wiggle the brush around and blend. I put a bunch of different like circular kind of spaces out there. Then I go with broken china and put that in between the worn lipstick. And then I fill in the spaces with Villainous Potion. Now my Villainous Potion is not a Distress Oxide, it is just Distress ink. It really doesn't matter if you're not going to be doing too much blending and too much spraying with water. And I didn't do any of that because I did not put it on, mixed media paper. That's what I was going to say. I have this heart paper is from Chamel's Reason to Smile, as well as this aqua tealy colored paper. Now, this is absolutely not at all surprising for me. I think that I'm putting these down really neatly. I am not. I am going to use these two pieces and then the paper that I have made. And I am thinking, yep, this looks good. I've got this on here really straight. It's looking lovely. I'm going to put this in a trimmer, trim it out to be like 11.5 inches. And then I'll trim the sides down to where they are also 11.5 inches so it will mat on that black paper. Perfect, right? No. Now, you may not be able to tell right now, but I might have cut it out. When I put it down on that black paper, it was so crooked. And it's still crooked in the end. Like, I just said, forget it. I can't keep cutting it down or it's going to look ridiculous. So, it's a little bit, it dips down on the right side at the top and then at the bottom. So, I'm going to add this little banner up here to help kind of dissuade the, crazy thoughts of of it being so wonky up there. And then I'm going to put some little cluster of things up on that little banner. So I've got that down. And now I'm going to mat my two pictures of AJ and Jameson watching Scooby-Doo. I'm going to mat those on that paper that I created with my inks. I did trace around this little banner because one of the hearts it sits on is the same color as the paper. And I wasn't paying enough attention. I was just trying to use up a scrap, and that didn't work 100% for me. So I traced it out with a pen, and now it's a little bit more visible. And then, of course, I'm going to add some things up there. Now, the way I put my pictures down, there's like a plastic dish on the table I was sitting at when I took this picture, and you can see it. You can see it right now in the bottom picture because it's still showing, but I'm going to take this sticker right here from the Chamel collection. That is a journaling space. I'm going to attach that here, and then I'm going to cover that other little bit of that, and I cover the other one up with the other picture. I'm going to use the Reasons to Smile as my title. In the end, I used 20 stickers on this layout, not including the 3 foam stickers, like flat stickers. I use every one of the ones from the Scooby-Doo collection, and then I added like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 maybe, or maybe 9. I think it's almost half and half are the Scooby-Doo stickers and stickers from the Reason to Smile by Chamel. So I use some stars, I use the butterflies, and I use every little bit off of the Dandelion Scooby-Doo stickers because I have had that. If I am being 100% real, I probably bought that when my daughter went to Kings Island, which is in Ohio, back when it was still Hanna-Barbera, and they had a Scooby-Doo ride. And I got pictures of her with Scooby-Doo. I do believe that was probably like 2007, 2006, maybe 2008, sometime in that ballpark when she was little before I had my son. So it's been a minute. So needless to say, those stickers are old. I was impressed that they were still sticky. I did still put adhesive behind them because that's just the safe thing to do. And so I enjoy that. I probably could have cut out the word Scooby-Doo and added that somewhere because that would have probably been cute. But really, in the end, I do love the way this turns out. It's very colorful. It has pretty much the requirements for a Rainbow Crush, 70% of your layout being the color of your, that we're of the month, but this is obviously pretty much, all of it is the colors except for that white background behind the heart, which white and black are considered part of the whole get up. So really, all I've used on here is that there's a little bit of yellow in some of the embellishments and a little bit of gold. But other than that, it's all pink, teal, and purple. So even the pictures are kind of in the bluey family, which is kind of why I leaned towards these and then found those stickers. And so it all just worked out. And I do love the way that it turned out. I did add this little ribbon or banner right next to the journaling that says binge watching. I originally was going to hold on to that and use it to document something to do with Heartstopper, which is the show that I binge watch daily for the last long time. But I thought this was a good time to use it, and it was with this collection, so it obviously, was meant to happen. So anyway, I hope you will check out everybody who is hopping along with Rainbow Crush, and I'll be interested to see what everybody else's favorite color choices are. So I hope you will go check that out. There is a playlist for it. It took me forever to journal. I'm on the phone with my mom, and I stop at one point. Of course, I cut all this out so you don't see it, but I stop at one point, and my hand is right here where it is right now for the longest time. I don't know if my mom must have been asking me something that took concentration, or she was telling me I don't remember. And this was literally last night, y'all. Not for you all, but last night for me doing this voiceover. But anyway, whatever it was, she obviously had me enthralled. But anyway, today's prompt for Scraptember is stickers. I think 20 stickers is a pretty good amount of stickers. I've definitely used more. I've definitely used less. So I felt like that I got quite a few on here. And it's not too overwhelming. And it's not too crazy. And I got another memory documented. So I hope, like I said, you will go check out everybody hopping along with Rainbow Crush and Scraptember. And I would love it if you'd give me a thumbs up if you like my video or my layout. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. Your time is precious, and it does not go unnoticed that you spent some of it with me. So I really, really do appreciate that. I hope that you all have a fantastic day. I hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love, and happy scrapping.